channel. I am Maria, aka Agape Love Girl. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I am back with another highlight swatch video to share with you. I recently received four highlights from a fairly new Etsy shop called Broken Arrow Beauty. She reached out to me quite a while back, and I did mention these already on one of my Mailbox Monday videos, and I have already done a couple posts on my Instagram account, but I thought I would also go ahead and do a YouTube video to share with you guys because I know a lot of you guys really enjoyed my Bitter Lace Beauty highlight videos, so I thought you guys might enjoy this one as well. So like I said, I do have four highlights to share with you today. So three of the highlights I got are very unique colors and they look like this. They're kind of smaller pans, but they are very affordable. These are just $6, and then if you do want to size them up to a bigger pan, that I do believe is $8. But I'll have more information in the description box for your convenience, so you get to go check out her Etsy shop and all that. So the fourth highlight I got is actually a really neat one, and this is the bigger size pan. You can tell how much bigger. It's quite a bit bigger right here, and this is what she said is her take on the rainbow highlight. It is very different. As you can see, it's a very pastel highlight, and it's really cute. I will insert a clip so you can see it up close, but it has a really adorable unicorn embossed in it, and the name of this highlight is called Unicorn Kisses, so it's just very appropriate and so cute. So anyways, I am going to go ahead and swatch those for you guys, but before I do just want to mention, before I forget, I do have a discount code. It is not an affiliate code. She just offered it for you guys if you wanted to use it and get a 15% discount. The code is agapelovegirl, all lowercase. I will put it on the screen here, and I will put it in the description box. I can't talk today. Can I ever talk any day? Anyways, I'll put it in the description box as well for your convenience. That code does expire in September. She said it expires September, so I don't know if that meant September 1st or the end of September. I'm not sure, but I will clarify in the description box as well. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. The first shade that I'm going to try and swatch is the shade Tractor, which, as you can tell, is a green highlight. Yes, it's green, with some gold reflex in it. Now, I find that when I put this on, it isn't like, I know that seems scary to have a green highlight, but it's not, I don't think, overly green. I feel like what shows up the most is the gold reflect, but anyways, you'll see that when I apply it. And even though these are pressed highlights, I feel like they are super pigmented and very powdery, to where, like, when I put it on, you just need kind of a light hand. It applies quite a bit pretty quickly, and it applies almost like a loose powder would, so it's like very pigmented. So I'm just going to take this brush. This is a fan brush. A lot of people asked last time when I used it. I got this from NBA Cosmetics. It's sold in a set of like a 32-piece set, but anyways, I really like it. It's like my favorite brush for applying highlights. So anyways, I'm just going to take that in here just a little bit, and you can see how much that picked up, and I barely touched this here. So it is very pigmented and kind of kicks up quite a bit of product. See how pigmented that is? Oh my goodness. The good thing is that it does sheer out quite a bit. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's like bam pigment. So you do see a little bit of that green, but I feel like what it leans more once it's blended out is just really a beautiful, like, glowing gold highlight with that little tinge, a little hint of green in there. And it's not like an ugly green or anything. Like, it's, I know that seems weird to have a green highlight, but it's just really pretty. And I think I really like it for my skin tone because I do have that yellow skin tone, that olive-y skin tone, so I feel like it's pretty flattering for my skin tone. I don't know how it would look on a more pink skin tone, but maybe I'll have to try it on my daughter. I didn't think about that till just now. I'll have to try it on my daughter. She's very fair in pink tone. I'll have to try it on her, and I'll take some pictures maybe and include those.
Okay, so here's the shade Tractor on my daughter, who is very fair and pink tone. I know it's hard to tell under these lights. She looks a lot darker than she is, but I actually still think this highlight is very flattering on her. You definitely can see the green tone of it a bit more on her than you did on me, but in my opinion, I still think it looks really pretty and pretty flattering, actually.
Oh, it's so pretty. I feel like a mannequin almost. Like, I just feel like plastic right here. So So that is the shade Tractor. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the highlight in Sandy Toes. I'm going to take a different highlight brush that I have. And I feel like with this one, you really get more of the gold reflect in there as well. But I will show you. So I'm just going to take a little bit like that, and you see how much comes off. It's pretty intense. So as you can see, you really get more of a gold highlight with this one. It looks very, very similar to the Tractor shade because it also has the gold reflex, but the difference is this one does like lean a little bit of that greenish tint, whereas this one is just more of a gold. And just in case it's too hard to tell on my cheeks, here are some finger swatches. So yeah, they're very similar in my opinion in the way that they both really reflect that beautiful gold. But obviously this one just leans a little bit lighter, whiter, and this one has that greenish tint to it. So I think if you were going to choose between one or two of them, if you're a little bit more yellow gold tone, this one might be in your favor, and if you're a little bit more pink or fair tone, this one might be in your favor. But either way, they're both going to be that very intense kind of a gold highlight.
Okay, so here is the shade Sandy Toes applied to my daughter, and just like with me, it really does pull just this gold tone shade. I'm surprised because I thought it would lean a little bit more pink on her, but it still looks really pretty, and on her skin tone at least, you can definitely see more of a difference between this shade and the shade Tractor. She's going to show you the other side so you can kind of see the difference, where this one is more just a straight up gold shade. Tractor definitely does lean that olive green tone gold on her skin.
So the next highlight that I'm going to share with you is my favorite highlight actually. Normally I prefer the warmer tone, gold tone highlights. I've said this so many times before that I don't preferably go for cooler tone highlights. I just don't feel like they go well with my skin, my warmer olive skin tone, but I really, really like this one. When I first put it on, it was like, it blew me away how beautiful it is. It's this iridescent violet lavender shade highlight that is so, so pretty. And again, this is just as pigmented as the other ones. Like, you barely need to put any on, and just like bam, gives you a wash of color. And it is this kind of purpley color, but if you're wearing it, like, it almost looks like an enhancer for your blush. It is so, so pretty, and I really, really like it, surprisingly. This one is just really, really pretty. Yeah, like I said, I think it's my favorite. I would recommend this. I think it would be good for anyone, no matter your skin tone. Like I said, I don't typically go for cooler tone highlights or purpley blue highlights, but this one, like, it took my heart and ran with it, so I like it.
Okay, so here is a quick peek at the highlight Aurora on my daughter. It is such a beautiful shade. It definitely leans a lot more pink on her though, whereas on me you definitely get more of a purpley violet shade.
Alright, so last I have to share with you this rainbow highlight, and this one I'm not sure. Like, at first I was like, I don't want to swatch it. I don't want to ruin the pretty imprint in it. It's so pretty, and I did swatch it a couple times, and I still have a little bit of that unicorn imprint in it. Now this one, I know obviously a lot of people are doing their own version of the rainbow highlight ever since Bitter Lace Beauty came out with their rainbow highlight, and I feel like this one is definitely very different than the Bitter Lace Beauty one. The Bitter Lace Beauty one is a little bit smaller, so I feel like when you apply it, you can really kind of get it like a highlight onto your cheekbones. It is still obviously a rainbow in your cheeks, but I feel like because the size, it's a little bit easier to get as a highlight. This one is so big, like when I used a brush to go into it, it like took over my whole cheek. So I don't feel like this one works as well as a rainbow highlight. Like if you're going to just straight up put the rainbow on your face, this one doesn't work as well, I would say, in comparison to the Bitter Lace Beauty highlight. But what I think this would be really awesome for is if you wanted to get this for the versatility of having 5 different highlights in one. If you kind of wanted a combination of all of the highlights in one highlighter for the convenience of having just one product with several highlighters, this would probably be the one you want to get. The price of this one is $18, but like I said, it is a lot bigger than her regular size ones, and you are getting 5 different colors in one. And because this is so much bigger, sorry, I'm reaching down. Because this one is so much bigger, you can definitely get in there with each individual color if you want to. See, I could just dip into just the blue if I wanted, or just the purple, or just the pink or the yellow or the green in there. But also what's nice is because of the way they're placed, like if I wanted to do like a mix of pink and the purple mix, that would be really pretty. Or, you know, a little bit more of the yellow and pink, and so on, the green and the yellow. You know, you could do individual or mix them. And so yeah, as far as using it like that, I think it is a really great deal and a great product, in addition to it's just really pretty. But as far as using it straight as a highlight, like if I were to go across and just put that on, it's not as flattering that way. I will go ahead and wipe this off and demo that for you just so you guys can see, but I just wanted to show you and tell you my thoughts of this as a rainbow highlight, maybe not so much, but as like, you know, 5 highlights in one, this would be a really awesome deal. So let me go ahead and wipe this off. I'll be right back and we will demo it as the rainbow. Alright, so I kind of wiped the majority of that original highlights on that I had just had on. You can still see it a little bit, I tried my best. Anyways, and so I'm just going to take this, I did just wipe it on a cloth to kind of clean it off, and I'm going to go ahead and just sweep it across here. Okay, so I don't know if you can see the product. It's quite a bit, so I'm going to see how I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the purple side, or the blue side down. But you can see just how much of my cheek that takes up. Like it brings it all the way down here into my contour. So I think maybe if you want to do the whole full face highlighter challenge, this might be it for you. But yeah, so I have the blue down here. I don't know if you could see that very well. This might not be the best brush for this, but anyway, so I have a little bit of blue, and purple and pink, and then up here the yellow and the green, which kind of has merged into each other and looks almost the same. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to my other side, but this time I'm going to flip and do the blue up top just so you can see another way of applying it. Because sometimes people are like, oh, the highlight would look better, you know, with this color up top. And so I'm going to do it both ways just so you guys can see. That definitely looks a little bit prettier that way, but see how I've got like the blue super close to my eye. The green is down here. So yeah, I definitely think I like it this way better, blue up top. You could see, I think the color's a little bit better. I'm gonna have to zoom you guys in because I don't think from my viewfinder you can really see it. But yeah, so you kind of see what I mean though about like if I were to just straight up apply that as a rainbow highlight to my face like that, it's not really gonna work. Maybe if I wanted to apply all of them, you know, singly, individually, and do a smaller line, that might work. But yeah, as far as just applying the full thing, the effect is just a bit too much. So you can see on this side you have the blue down here and the purple, and then up here is just kind of like that mix of the yellow and the green. And so it just kind of looks a little bit awkward. This side looks a little bit prettier. You could really see the blue and the pink in there with the blue and then the golden yellow and green highlight. But yeah, it's just a little bit crazy. So yeah. So anyways, you can see what I mean, how it would be too much as a rainbow highlight in itself. But like I said, individually, I think this would be a really good highlight to get if you want to try all of the colors in one shot. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review and swatch video of these Broken Arrow Beauty highlights. Let me know which one you liked the best and what your thoughts are if you've ever tried this brand, or if you want to try this brand. Be sure to use my discount code agapeGirl for 15% off. That is it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Let me know what you thought in the comment section, and until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. Much love and hugs to you. Bye, beauty babes.